Oh my goodness, we've only gone and done it. What have we done? Keep watching to find out. Welcome to Grey Matters. Welcome to Grey Matters. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell for notifications so you can keep tabs on all new content from the channel. First apology though, because there's been a bit of radio silence, hasn't there, for the last few weeks. We're a bit late in producing another video for the channel, but a lot's been happening. We bought a new shed and that entailed demolishing the old one, and I fully intended to video demolishing the old shed in time lapse. But things sort of got a little bit out of control and I actually didn't really get the time to do any videoing because we found asbestos, and that presented a whole range of problems. But I have made a short video about that, and I will be making a video about the disposal of asbestos, and we can cover all that in that video. But then we decided to get a caravan. Now, we were caravanning in the 80s when the children were young, and we had some fantastic holidays, and we decided that really now that we're retired, it's time to get back into it. We have our lovely dog you may have seen in some of the videos, and you know, we normally go on foreign holidays and we have to leave him behind, and part of the thing of having a dog is that you enjoy them and you take them with you wherever you can. So we thought if we get a caravan, we could do some more holidays in the UK and take the dog with us. Unfortunately, with coronavirus hitting, the prices of caravans have rocketed. Everybody wants to stay at home and vacation, and I can see why. But we had to spend a lot of time hunting for the right caravan. And that's when we found out that since the 1980s, that process is quite difficult. There's things like tow matching. Now, back in the 80s, you just bought a caravan, hitched it up to your car, and off you went. Not anymore. You've now got to match the caravan to the car. You've got to take into account the nose weight of the caravan on your tow bar, the gross train weight, the unladen weight of the caravan, the laden weight, the same with your car. Oh, and it goes on. And if you get the wrong caravan and car combination, it can actually be quite dangerous. And I'll go into all that in another video, because if you're new to caravanning, these are things you really need to consider. And it can be quite a steep learning curve. And we'll also go through things that you need to look out for when you buy a new caravan. Okay, so that's another video coming up in the not too distant future. But what we did, we got the caravan, we got the tow bar fitted, and then we did two quick trips. We did 4 days in Alton Water in Suffolk, which is an amazing reservoir and campsite and nature trails, everything all rolled into one. Is marvellous. And then we did 4 days up at Sandringham at a campsite there in the grounds of the Royal Sandringham Estate. And there we were able to go to some of our old holiday haunts that we used to do with the children around Hunstanton and Brancaster and places like that. And that's what we're doing on this first video. We'll take a look at the tow bar fitting, and we'll look at the caravan, and then we're off on a trip. Right, so buckle up and let's go. So it's all done now. If you see, you've seen it on the back of the car already, and I'm with Gerald from GA Tow Bars and Alarms, who fitted the tow bar. Standard fit?
On average, between 4.5 and 6.5 hours on newer cars these days. None of them are ever any straightforward anymore.
Right. So you said something, you couldn't get in the fuse box, you had to go through the, find a way through the bulkhead.
Go through bulkhead. You could get the fuse box out, but you got to take the glove box out to do it, so it was easier to go through the rubber grommet.
Right.
Through into the bulkhead and make a connection directly to the battery. Inline fuses on each. Yep, all powered up and ready to go.
Ready to go. Brilliant. All done, all dusted. GA tow bars and alarms. If you're interested, phone numbers there in the picture. Give them a call. Very busy at the moment, as you can imagine, but never too busy for good customers like me. Well, you saw the tow bar go on. Today we went to collect the caravan. We didn't film any of it. There wasn't really the time, but it's here, and that's the little beastie. Welcome to our little home from home. This is our caravan. It's a 2003 Bailey Ranger L, and the L is because of the L-shaped seating. A lot more spacious, gives a lot more room. A good range of cupboards and cabinets around the top of the caravan, and we have the heater, which is gas or electric, and kicks out quite a good temperature. Got a rather nice cooker there. Not quite sure why it's got a walnut finish, but it's a nice gas cooker, a gas, electric and 12-volt electric fridge, and more cupboards. And then in this one we have a table that pulls out, and we can use that inside or take it outside. The bathroom is quite spacious. We've got a toilet, obviously. We have a full-size shower, and then on this side is a nice large wardrobe. As you can see, things still hanging in it from the trip. We've got drawers down there and plenty of shelving, and there is additional cupboard space under the sink. We're really pleased with it. It's a good size caravan for us, and I think we're going to have plenty of really nice holidays in this. So today's the day. We're off on our big caravan adventure, the first one in about 35 years. Yes, well, okay, it did rain that first few days that we went away to Alton Water, but despite that, it's a really nice sight. Take a look. We're walking around the Alton Water reservoir. Been going about an hour and a half now, and we think we're just over halfway, and of course it's just started to rain inevitably, but we've got most of it covered by this lovely woodland, so we're not getting too wet at the moment at all. Can highly recommend Alton Water if you're looking for somewhere to camp or to caravan or just visit for the day. Cycle paths, walking routes, boating, fishing, pedalos, kayaking, loads and loads of things to do here. Could highly recommend it. Anyway, we need to crack on. We've got about another hour and a bit of walking to do before we get back to the caravan. See you later. Well, that was an amazing walk. This is the Alton Water reservoir, This is our campsite, and we are about here on the campsite, and we just took a gentle stroll down here to go across the dam, which is quite interesting. And we were going to stop about here where the pumping station is and just make our way back. But we got there and we thought, well, let's go on. We thought it was maybe 5k. We took this whole route, 8 miles, and 3 hours walking. Norfolk. Next, we packed up after a couple of days at home and went off to the Royal Sandringham Estate in Norfolk. And I'll give you a little review of that site after you've seen the video. Welcome to the British summertime. We're at Snettisham on the beach. This week, very high winds and torrential rain, but it's a warm breeze, but it's still worth hunkering up or hunkering down in your nice waterproofs and things. But it's a lovely beach. Which is very dog friendly. There must be 5 dogs in here at the moment, which is lovely to see, and they all get a treat from the waitress too. Yes, that was a good trip. Lots of memories brought back by visiting some of those places. The site itself, set in beautiful grounds, obviously. I mean, it's the Royal Sandringham Estate. What would you expect? It's a camping and caravan club site. It's very well appointed, but because of COVID, most of the facilities are not in use. You have to be self-sufficient if you go there. You've got to have your own toilet and washing facilities, because those are all closed. The showers are closed, the shop is closed, and the reception is closed. They have to come out to greet you. But that's only to be expected. You can camp there too, as long as you've got your own toilet facilities, as all the caravans and motorhomes will have had. But there are a couple of downsides to this site. There's 250 pitches, a lot of people there, a lot of caravans. Didn't feel like there was much space to move. It felt like they were just cramming them in for the sake of it. And I think when you're considering social distancing, I don't think that worked particularly well. Also, if you need Wi-Fi, and I mean if you need Wi-Fi, if you need to stay connected for your business or whatever while you're away on holiday, or if you've got kids that are reliant on being online for various things, this probably isn't the site for you. The Wi-Fi is abysmal. And we had a powerful Wi-Fi booster. We were 20 feet from a Wi-Fi repeater aerial, and the fastest speed we got was 2 or 3 megabits per second. Normally it was like 0.8 of a megabyte per second. Now that meant if we wanted to watch Netflix and television in the evening, you couldn't do it. It would take maybe an hour to download 30-40 seconds of video. Even the Freeview signals are pretty poor. The picture kept breaking up and we couldn't get all the channels that there were. So if that's important to you, then this might not be the site for you. Staff were brilliant, very friendly, very helpful, always got a smile on their faces, and the campers themselves were jolly nice people too, as you'd expect from that sort of community. Well, that wraps up our first 2 trips out in the caravan. Hope you enjoyed the insight into what we've been doing. The next video, as I said, is going to be about buying a second-hand caravan, the things to look out for, the perils and the pitfalls, as well as the pleasures of getting a new caravan. And we'll be looking at the tow matching your car to the caravan. Quite important, and some aspects of that are legal requirements. So worth watching, I hope. And I'll be seeing you very soon with that. In the meantime, don't forget, if there's anything you'd like me to look at in terms of issues that matter to the older generation, if there's any questions you'd like to ask or any comments you'd like to make, please do. And please subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for joining me. See you later. Bye for now.